Hello, this is Rick Hodge, and I was going to talk to you a little bit about a scenario that occurred this basketball season with our basketball team. And it was a scenario in which a junior varsity player was cut from the team. And on this particular instance, my varsity assistant coach is the one that I actually met with the players on that day. And kind of as I was running practice in the gym, going through a lot of different things with practice, he was the one that was calling them in individually and talking to them about where they are, where they stand, and so forth. And he was also kind of going through the kids that didn't make the team and talking to them about why it was, what the situation was, why they didn't make it, and a lot of the different scenarios that we usually run through with our players. And we talk to the kids after about they get a minimum of 3 days to practice or try out with the team, and then an evaluation form is filled out. And with that evaluation form, it consists of a lot of basketball skills: ball handling, dribbling, shooting, all these different defense, all these different basketball plays, situations, and so forth. And as he called him in, he was talking to him and then went through the form with him on why he didn't make the team. And the kid was visibly disgruntled, but that's normal for them to get cut, and especially if they're shocked that they didn't make the team this year. But I also think with this kid, we felt like because he had didn't make the team a year ago, he thought he was automatically going to make the team this year as a junior, and we had to explain to him that that's not the case, and so forth. And we didn't really think much about it after the kid had been cut. But a couple of weeks later, our athletic director gets a call, and the call was from this particular player's sister, actually. And she was claiming racism was the reason that the boy did not make the basketball team this year. And so once he heard her story and her angle and what her complaints were, he kind of got in touch with us. And as he get in touch with us, I brought him the sheet of paper that was his evaluation form, and we went through all of that. I told him about our selection process, how it works, how the kids are evaluated, how they're paired up against others at their position, others at their grade level, and kind of where we see them. And then that's kind of where we make decisions on who made the team and who did not. And after the AD brought me in to talk to me about it, I told him about the whole process and how it works. And I brought a copy of the form, and we used the form to evaluate players, what's on the form, what the criteria is. And he read through it and saw that why the kid was not selected. From there, the AD made another copy of the selection sheet. He called the player in, asked him if he knew why he got cut and why he didn't make the team. And the kid acted like he had no idea. All of a sudden, he had no recollection of why. Going through the process with my assistant coach, any of that sort of stuff. And then the AD pulled out the sheet and started to read it and go through it with him. And then the kid kind of understood and realized that this was something that he had gone through before. And so he kind of knew. The AD then called the sister back with me in the office, and she again claimed racism. And we started to go through the sheet with her. We explained this decision was made from skill comparison to others, skill comparison to others in the class, went through the form, talked to the form, offered a copy to her if she wanted to see the form, and how it had nothing to do with skin color. We also brought up ethnic demographics of the school compared to the basketball team, higher percentage of Black students that make the team as opposed to who is in the school and what our percentages are and so forth. So from there, we told him we were sticking to the decision, and this is a decision that's going to stick. This is a decision that we made, and this is why. And we explained it to her and asked if she had any questions. But we also informed her along the way that our selection process is just for this year. It's just for this year. That the player is more than welcome to, first of all, come out again next season if he wishes to, and try out again and try again. But I also highly recommended that the player come and see me sometime in May, because in May is when we put our summer schedules together, everything that we're going to do in the summer, weightlifting programs in the gym, skill development stuff, as well as playing not really evaluation, but just opportunities to get better for 20 contact days that we have in the summer. And that he should come and see me and get a schedule. And he's more than welcome to come in, work out with us, and try and improve his skills. He's also more than welcome to work out with us throughout the entire summer and go out again next season. And we also encouraged her to get him in a club team, and maybe a club team throughout the winter, throughout the summer would help out. Generally, this form and this process works very well. We are not a program that just posts cuts. Who made the team, who did not, post it on a wall. I don't really believe in that. We're more of a sit them down, talk to them one-to-one, hand them an evaluation form, tell them to take that home to their parents. But it didn't really work out in this one instance, but we've had a lot of success with it. This is a rare instance that this happened, and usually the form helps out and helps us give justification to the decisions that we made. This started out as anger. From there, it was kind of more of a complaint. Basically, the child, the player, the sister didn't want to be cut, didn't want there to be, wanted to be on the team, and it just didn't happen for them. They couldn't accept that. But in hindsight, I think the athletic administrator did a very good job calling me in first, asking about the process, asking how it works, asked for written justification. I think the written justification really helped us out. And then the other things that helped out along the way was how we have everything organized as far as summer as well as club team. Basically any indication to keep the kid involved with the sport of basketball, since he didn't make our team at this time, and that he's more than welcome to try out again next season. I think all of those types of things really helped and decompress the situation and reduce the anger. And it kind of turned more into just a complaint that she could see through the skills and how we evaluate and what we do. It was also brought up that how can decisions be made in only 3 days? That's not enough time. But as we told her, a 2-hour practice, that's 6 hours of evaluation of one-on-one team shooting, ball handling, defense, everything. 6 hours is plenty of time because we have to keep moving on. So that was our scenario that occurred this year. It was an unfortunate situation. This is kind of how we resolved it. I think from an athletic administrator standpoint, it was handled well. It was handled very well. And as of right now, it did not escalate into anything more than that as far as going higher than where we were. So it was a good situation in the end and a learning experience for the kid. Thank you.